My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about a conversation where someone might get a little bit frustrated or a little impatient. This Eight of Wands seems to suggest that it's a confession or something where maybe it's difficult to control one's emotions. And with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I do feel we have somebody who gets a little bit embarrassed or feels like they don't get the outcome or the words don't come out quite right. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is additional information on how to become a member of the channel. All right, let's dive in with the Tarot of the Cat People and see what else we've got for you. What else do we have? We have the Nine of Swords, anxiety and concern. I don't know if I'm going to do the right thing or say the wrong thing or if I'm going to get what I want. So we've got a little bit of like pacing back and forth, maybe asking advice from friends. How would you do this? Is this, a good way to say it? They're nervous, in particular about one thing that they have to say, that they've kind of kept to themselves. Six of Cups. I feel like this is someone who might be kind of trying to get out of the friend zone. So maybe things have been platonic, maybe it's been kind of agreed upon that we shouldn't date or nobody would really like approve of that. Maybe there's someone else in their social community that would be upset because, I used to date them, or I can't believe you would go there with my crush, that kind of thing. Five of Swords. Yeah, there's someone else here who's kind of ruling what's going on between these two, because there would be some jealousy or sense of betrayal if they confessed how they feel or what they want. Hey, Little Red, how are you doing? Hello, Tatters. Hello, Adriana. I'm going to ask you to post in English. And you're welcome to come back if you would like to be respectful. Hello, Mic Check. How are you doing? Welcome. Hello, Derek. Likewise, Tatters. Hello, Sabine. We've got the Seven of Swords. I've pulled 4 cards, and we've got 3 swords. 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. So we could have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy fairly prominent in this pairing. Then we get the Knight of Swords. So if you're keeping track, that would be at 80% swords, 5 out of 78 cards, right? It's time for me to tell the truth. I know there's someone who doesn't want me to be honest. I know there's someone who thinks I shouldn't be interested in you. I know there's someone who expects me to keep this to myself, or would be mad if they found out that I confessed how I feel, but this is how it is. Like you weren't here the last time. Hello, Candace. How are you doing? Hello, Chris. Hey, Finder. I'm not here to answer questions like that. Maybe in an Ask Me Anything, right? Hey, Hunter. How are you doing? Hello, Mtambana. 7 of Pentacles. This is someone who's saying I've waited long enough. I am ready to confess how I feel. I know there's some people out there who are going to get kind of mad at me, who might come after me or ask me what I'm doing, but this is my opportunity. They feel like this is when they should have this conversation, right? No, Georgie. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Hermit. And the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. This is like, people are going to find out anyways. They're so impatient. This Knight of Wands card is like the loudest one. It's like, I know what everybody would tell me to do, but I don't care. I'm going to do what I want anyways. Is it going to cause some problems? Should I have waited longer? Maybe. But I don't want to. That's awesome, Trey. I hope that goes well for you. We've got the World. The Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Again, I say there is pretty heavy Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy here. Also possible that that's because we have someone who's saying like, I'm not going to like hold back anymore. I'm just going to tell this person how I feel. I know there are some people who are going to have something to say about it. Maybe it's going to be like talked about on social media, but whatever. I've decided that I don't care if that person's going to be mad at me. I'm just going to confess my feelings. So very like matter of fact about it. This is the Santa Muerte. Hey, Luis, how are you doing? Hey, Lotus. Hey, Archetype. Hey, Chris. Hello, King the Eagle. What else do we have? The Sun. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles. It's like it's saying that there's a moment of opportunity. People are in a good mood. It seems like one of those like Hollywood moments, right? Like where you expect the main characters to kiss. This is someone who's like, hey, it feels to me like there's no problem with me finally being honest. Or, you know, I could wait longer, but it doesn't really seem like that would be worth my waiting, right? So why don't I just say something now? Hello, G-Vision. Hey, Johnny, this is not my specialty, but I wish you luck with that. Four of Cups. I just read Lotus saying just waking up kind of mood, and this card came out. I felt like that was really appropriate. Four of Cups. Justice. Oh, okay. Well, so we did have the Knight of Cups in the reverse at the beginning, right? Somebody who may not be very happy about a conversation. It could be that the person who's being told, hey, I have a crush on you, is not really into that person. Because we've got the Four of Cups, and then we also have Justice, which is looking a little bit like someone makes a decision and it's, I'm not interested. You have the Eight of Wands and the reverse. So it's like this person's all excited. They're confessing their emotions or their interest in someone that they know other people don't think that they should be interested in, but I don't think they get the response that they want. I think it's a rejection. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Fool in the reverse, and the Magician. Oh no, oh no. Well, I don't want to let the whole friend group see that I've been rejected, and I know they're going to be mad at me for like hitting on that person, so maybe I should just lie about whether or not it happened and pretend it never happened. But if anyone talks about this, they're going to feel foolish, and they're going to feel the need to lie about what happened to make themselves look better. That's too bad. It's probably not going to go very well for them. Hey, AB, how are you doing? Oh, but there's like, you know, some important guidance too, QuakeBox. This is someone who realizes now, I got rejected. It's a whole different story versus me making that leap of faith or that confession and then being like, yeah, here's my new main squeeze, right? Instead, it's like, yeah, I hit on that person and they said no. I keep hearing boom, 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 boom. Now, I realize that's probably partly because I watched more than my fair share of Price is Right, but it's gonna get a little awkward. Hey, Key Controller, we are 12 minutes in. So we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. I made a bad choice, you see. Shouldn't have done that. Oops. And now I'm going to have to face my friends. Now I'm going to have to talk to, I don't know, the people I work with or the people at the local bar. And they're going to look at me and laugh because I didn't get what I wanted. I feel like this is somebody who's going to alter the details of the story to make themselves look less culpable or less rejected. And I don't think it's a good idea. It's like one of those things where maybe it's better if you just like let it alone, because then the story will die. They might just be keeping it as a topic of conversation for longer because they get offended. The truth is, we've got rendezvous, engaging in secret escapades. Masquerading, pretending to be what you'd like in a partner. So this person who is going to confess their feelings to somebody, they may have just been interested in a physical connection or a short-term connection. And it seems like they might have been kind of doing whatever they needed to be very convincing with this object of their affection. But there might also be someone else who's like already captured the attention of this object of their affection. So in other words, they may have been rejected because someone else has already charmed this, what are we gonna call you? I don't know if we've seen this person's energy yet, to be honest, very much of it. The person who's getting rejected though, what should we call you? I think we'll call them the Knight of Swords. Definitely some air energy here, right? This Knight of Swords who comes rushing in to say that they're attracted to somebody or say that they're interested, it's primarily physical. And I think that whoever they're interested in, they have a stronger connection with a different person. Maybe they've been keeping that secret. This is the Earth Bones Tarot. It happens, King the Eagle. Hey Dina, how you doing? Hello, Brian. Hey, Grindhard. Hey, Every Adventures, how's it going? Hello, Mir. What else do we have about this confession? Hermit in the reverse. They're gonna lie about what happened. This Knight of Swords is gonna lie about it to try to save face or try to make it seem like it wasn't a bad idea. Oh no. I do think this is someone who's going to say that while they are not going to be spending a lot of time with the object of their affection, the one who has rejected them, they are probably going to make some comment implying that they have been intimate, like physically, with this person. But I think they're going to be called out as lying. 9 of Swords or 9 of Crystals in the reverse and Death. I think before they even like leave the place where they make that statement, someone says, that doesn't sound right to me, because did you know so-and-so is actually like dating this person over here? Say what? I don't think they're going to expect that. And then now they have to either walk back their lie or step into a really big problem. Hello, Asha. How are you doing? We've got Knight of Petals or Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Jars in the reverse. So by trying to save face, they actually end up walking right into a nightmare scenario where they were unaware of someone else as a romantic rival. And now they're basically like throwing down the gauntlet. Like, yeah, no, me and your lover, we were loving last night. Where were you? Oh, no. And it's just because, like, the timing of it all, it's like it's a perfect storm, right? They could have decided to brag about this or talk about this at a different time. They could have not shown up for this. They could have, whatever, talked to someone beforehand. All the things line up so that this person has a very embarrassing moment where they're trying to save face, and it ends up making the situation worse, and maybe even get somebody on like a little bit of the warpath with them. Hey, James. Hello, Jamie. What's up, Illuminati? Hello, Sandon. The Empress. Ace of Petals, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wicks or Queen of Wands in the reverse. So inadvertently, the little braggy individual, the person who doesn't want to look like they didn't score, they're bragging about what happened between them and their love interest, implying that they weren't really interested in the emotional connection, they just wanted the physical connection. And then they have now started an argument because with the Queen of Wands or Queen of Wicks in the reverse, they're implying that somebody has cheated or they're dishonoring somebody. And I do feel like there's someone who defends this person and says that doesn't sound right to me. Hey, Spirit Walker, how are you doing? Hello, NA. 19 minutes in, Spirit Walker. All right, what else do we have? 6 of Crystals or 6 of Swords, 8 of Wicks or 8 of Wands in the reverse, and the 10 of Petals or 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So what this Knight of Swords ends up saying as just kind of like an off-the-cuff lie to make them feel better about the rejection that they suffered has caused this drama, has started up some questions. There could be a lot of people sending DMs or messages like, hey, did this happen? Were you here? Did you hang out with this person? And I feel like they're going to end up under the spotlight even more. It's like they're making it worse for themselves at every turn, rather than just say that something didn't happen or that they got rejected, which seems like it would be just a lot easier. Hello, Eva. Hola, José. ¿Por qué necesitas saber eso? No podrías hacer nada. Thank you, Great Fox. Hello, Ashika. How are you doing? Yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing. Some of you also have the option to hype a video. It would be like to the right of the normal comments for you. It's all like colorful and whatnot. So if you're able to hype a video of mine, I would greatly appreciate it. You can do 3 free in a week, I believe. No. Oh, I hope that happens for you, Barbara. All right, this is the Egyptian tarot. Wow, right out the gate we have the Lovers. So this was somebody who thought that there was a great opportunity to confess their feelings for someone that they shouldn't probably be interested in, only to find out that this person wasn't single and had already been like basically matched up with someone else. So their attempts to seduce this person or, you know, get into a dating scenario with them seem to have been poor choice from the get-go. Maybe they weren't very observant, or maybe people just didn't feel like letting this person in on the secret. But it does feel to me like other people, they look at this Knight of Swords and they're like, didn't you know that? How did you not know that? We have Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and the Hierophant. It's like this person's about to get into a relationship. Like things have actually been kind of on the down low or kept quiet, but this is someone who is feeling very close to or connected to a romantic interest. And our Knight of Swords seems to have been like blissfully unaware of this connection, didn't feel like it was a big deal or someone that they were actually paying attention to. And when they try to suggest that they have had some sort of romantic evening with this person, that's why there's a lot of people who are like, excuse me, could you say that again? Just need to make sure I have the right cup for this tea. Hold on. 5 of Swords in the reverse and Death. Could have just like admitted that it wasn't going the way they wanted. Could have just said they got rejected, but they can't do that. It's this pride and ego that gets them in trouble, and now they've made it that much worse. Do I admit that I've lied, or do I keep on lying? Anybody want to like place a bet? I bet you know. Larga distancia no es para mí. Gracias. Thank you for putting that out there, Grindhard. Yeah, I will do personal questions at the end of the general reading if we hit $15 in tips or donations. And I do prioritize the questions from those who tip, but I like doing some freebies as well. All right, so we have the Chariot, but it's out in the reverse. Record scratch moment, like, what did you just say? Did you just say that you went out with so-and-so last night? That's interesting. Tell me more about that. I already know you're lying, but yeah, go ahead. Tell me more, you know? We have the 2 of Pentacles over here. This is like they're ruining their friendships now. Tower in the reverse. People are starting to see that this person is willing to lie right to their face, even when there's a chance that they could pick up on the fact that people are looking at them funny. It's like their ego is in front of a crowd of people deflating. They didn't want to be embarrassed, and as a result, now they've like basically signed themselves up for the supreme version of that embarrassment, like the big gulp. Tell me more, tell me more. Like to have a call. Hey, spirit icon. It should be $1. Do you guys know, is there like a little carrot maybe that points down to more icons for you? Sorry, mine looks different because I'm recording, of course. Hello, Joe. For a long, like, personal reading, not on a live stream, anywhere from $40 to $100. Not paid through YouTube, by the way. But I do personal questions on here for tips. As long as we get to $15 minimum. Job essential. I mean, that's a little vague, Sandu. So this is the Ghost Tarot, by the way. Wow, all these cards. Another Chariot in the reverse. Clarifying the Chariot in the reverse. Wild. Oh, man. So this is someone who could have gotten through this situation if they had chosen to be honest. They could have gotten through this situation relatively unscathed. Just, hey, I got rejected by somebody that I thought was really hot. I guess no big deal, whatever. They're seeing somebody else. But instead, they decide to put this fake story out there. Yeah, you know, it got hot and heavy, but I don't think I really like them that much, so I'm probably just gonna, like, move on to the next, you know what I'm saying? And then they find out that this person that they're lying about, that they got rejected by, other people already know what's going on with this person. Other people already know that they're involved with another person. So they have implicated their crush in a cheating scandal all over a lie, right? And then somebody's like, wait. I'm gonna need you to back that up real quick and tell me exactly what happened because I don't believe you. So now we have the Star in the reverse and Justice. So tell me again very carefully what happened, because we're gonna have to figure out if you're telling the truth or if the other person, your crush, who says they didn't see you, if they're telling the truth. Oh, that would be great, Lotus. Hey, Lachlan, but there's always something we can do about it, right? Hello, content creator. How's that content going? It's a bitch, isn't it? So we've got the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. So they say this little comment, they feel it's not a big deal. I just made out with this person, whatever. And now there's this arguing happening. Everyone's like, what did you just say? There's no way you're right about that. Are like, you stand on that? Like, what if we call someone right now? Are you still gonna say that that's what happened? Yes, maybe. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters? I know you were thinking it. At least some of you, maybe not all of you. Hey, Not Black, does it upset you if this is my job? Does that make you, like, mad inside? I'm sorry if it does, but, like, I have a job. So we have Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords. What I thought was the easy way out, or something that I would feel better about, has put me in a very difficult situation where I have to defend a lie that is pretty indefensible, right? Thank you, Key Controller. I was pretty sure there's at least one other person out there like that. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is some pretty serious karma for someone who had too big of an ego to admit that they had been rejected by someone they had a crush on. And now there's going to be some ridiculing or embarrassment that far outweighs what they would have faced if they'd just been honest, right? That's funny, too. What else do we have? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, satisfaction, pleasure. 2 of Rupees, or the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 8 of Rupees, or 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So here I thought I was going to get what I wanted. Here I thought I was finally able to confess my feelings to someone. They were obviously going to feel the same way about me. Oops, no, they don't. Instead of just admitting that, we have somebody who goes to extreme lengths to make something fake seem real. They didn't look at the details though. And so it's obvious to everyone when they say this little story, or at least most everyone, that they're lying. Yeah, it really does. Hey, Sandune. I'm going to put you in a little baby timeout, and what I'd like you to consider is that when it is a general reading, that means that not all of it is going to apply to you. If you tell me that I need to do my job, I will block you, okay? My job is not to be your personal tarot reader. All right. So this lie has unfortunately made this person feel like whatever they thought they were going to get or whatever potential they had is now gone. Ooh, that's a good question. Thank you, Greenheart. Thank you, Greenheart. Queen of Swords, wise and intelligent, communicative and independent. I feel like this is the person that they have this crush on. Does not need to be a female, but this is someone who, like, you don't want to mess with this individual. They do know how to defend themselves. Maybe I just mean that in terms of eloquent speech. Maybe I mean they throw hands. But I wouldn't really get on this person's bad side because I do feel like they could roast you pretty great. We've got Magician in the reverse. Yeah, this is someone who cannot be manipulated. So you're out here lying about what happened between the two of us. What do you think is going to happen when people find out the truth and you look ridiculous for lying about it? Just curious. Asking for science. Ace of Wands in the reverse. People who did initially think you were cool or attracted to you, they're not going to be attracted to you anymore. I think this person is like kind of like to the point and a little bit brutal, like, hey, so I heard you're lying about me, and I just want you to really think about what the long-term effects of that are going to be for you. You know? Yeah. Ooh. I think this is a very direct request to tell the truth. I hear you are talking about me. I hear you are lying about me. I expect you to post on social media the actual reason for your lies, or I will make everybody aware of what it is that you're lying about or what's going on. I think this person that they have a crush on is livid. They're like, you better tell everyone you lied. I'll give you 30 seconds and go. you know? That's funny. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? There are also, in fact, Chris, there is a playlist on my channel that's Money and Success. There might be another one beyond that too, but for sure there's Money and Success. So we have this moon. This is like, hey, I'm going to tell everybody what happened unless you would like to do it first. It would probably look better if you did it instead of me because I will be mean about it. They're just like throwing on the gauntlet. Like, you go tell everybody the truth before I make you regret ever saying my name. This person, I don't think they're easy to convince to do something like this, but when their crush tells them that they expect this to be cleared up, I think the Knight of Swords is shaking in their booties. Those are little boots, okay? I appreciate that people who only have one booty, right? But when it's booties, I'm implying that this person has small feet because they had to lie about this, okay? Mm-hmm. No way. Happy birthday, Jamie. I hope you have some fun plans. Or at least, like, no drama. Ooh. So because we have someone who has lied about what this Queen of Swords has been getting into, and it puts their integrity in question, they are, like, starting World War III here. Like, okay, let's talk about this, because apparently you said we were hanging out, and this is going to be so much fun for me to listen to before I tear it into pieces and embarrass you publicly. So let's do this. They're like not playing, whoever this is. Angel of Balance. This is someone who is able to be very stoic, but they have the light and the dark energy, right? They know how to leverage logic versus intuition. Very good at the balance. See how he's literally balancing like fire and ice, light, dark? This is someone who knows how to deal with the people they encounter. Not to sacrifice their own morals or standards, but to be very clear about what they expect in terms of other people's behavior, right? That's a long time, Hunter. All right, let's see what else we've got for you. This is the Everyday Tarot. True. Hey, Stumpy. No, Chris, there is, you were probably looking at the membership tab. There would be a, let's see, what would the playlist be under? Under videos, probably? No, there's a lot of non-paid content. I would think that's probably more like 8,000 videos. So we've got the Three of Wands and the Moon in the reverse. Someone who is waiting for a specific time where things are gonna go down. This is like, okay, I'll see you at work, or okay, I'll see you at the bar. But they know if you don't say what really happened, if you don't tell the truth about what you have been misleading everybody on, then I will tell everyone. So this Knight of Swords is kind of sweating, right? What am I going to do in order to avoid problems with this Queen of Swords that I've upset? I don't really want to face these problems. I could just walk away and not say anything at all. But if I do that, then this Queen of Swords may be really upset with me and then, like, I don't know, embarrass them on social media or something. They're going through all these different choices that they think they have here, when really it's like, no, what you have to do is be honest and tell people that you were lying about it, right? Hey Lotus, that helps my video get additional like algorithm love. So if you're seeing the hype option, I would very much so appreciate you hyping the video. Not everyone has that, so you're special if you see it. And I think you can do it 3 times a week for free. We've got Temperance in the reverse. So because things have been offset or disrupted by this person's lie, it's their responsibility to fix it, or their friendships and potentially this relationship for this Queen of Swords could be at risk. Hey, Billy Bob. I wish you luck, okay? No hard feelings. Oh, so you've already used them. Okay, cool. Yeah, key controller, if you have access to the hype button, I believe when you're looking at the comments, if you have those little dots, you can swipe over to the right. That's where you would see the hype button. I did see it when I was watching, I like to watch the Frisian Horse channel. They just had a new baby foal named Dolly, after Dolly Parton. But I did see the hype button. Three of Swords in the reverse. Make it right, or I'm going to tell everyone. You know, come clean and let everybody know that you lied about what happened between us, or I will let everybody know what happened. I appreciate that, Lotus. I love horses. I don't own any, and I haven't ridden one in a long time, although I would like to change that because they're amazing. But yeah, I'm a little obsessed with horses. I also like Clever Cowgirl. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. That would make sense, Johnny. So we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse. And by the way, you guys, if you like these cards, the Johnny that's talking right there in the live chat, them's is his cards. They're pretty cool. So you should check out his channel. I didn't get paid for that. I always worry YouTube's gonna be like mad at me about it. Or this High Priestess shadow box. And I love Lucy emoji. So look, we've got someone here who put at risk the Queen of Swords relationship or their new romantic connection, and they're asking this individual to make it right because they caused this instability. And I feel like what ends up happening is this Knight of Swords runs away instead, avoids people, just wants things to just kind of like calm down and not have to talk about it. This person is avoiding the way to make it right, which is going to make their karma worse. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, Reinhard. Let me add that for you. Thank you. Hey, Redbeard, how are you doing? Hey, Bumface. Oh, let me write that down. So we're at just under $4, and if we get to $15, then I will take those personal questions at the end. Sweetheart Redbeard. That's so cute. So we've got Ten of Cups being in the reverse. A little instability in someone's relationship because of this lie, right? A little bit of a, I feel like things are overwhelming, or people are asking questions. Things been just a little bit chaotic because somebody went and lied about what was going on between them and the Queen of Swords. That sounds pretty good, Kingly Eagle. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords in the reverse, King of Swords, and the Chariot in the reverse. So now we've got someone who feels like, okay, this person isn't going to come through and tell the truth, so I guess I will. We have the King of Swords. That's our Queen of Swords energy, right? That person who's not afraid to communicate. They're talking about this individual who did not get what they say they got. I didn't see that person, or I've not talked to that person. They never told me, like, you know, that I should come over because I rejected them. This is someone saying very clearly, they told me they were interested and I said, no, thank you. Not my type, not interested. So all of that, and this still comes out and potentially embarrasses this Knight of Swords because they were rejected. Thank you for doing that, Lemonade. I appreciate you. Lotus, welcome to the membership. Hello, Adnan, how you doing? Hey, Bedlam, what's happening? Hello, Lacey. Lacey Fox, did you know that you won a free reading with me? You just have to email me. I've got your name written down here in case I saw you pop into the live chat again. So send me an email and we can figure that out for you, but I can't do that until I have your email. Oh, I don't have an email from you. There have been some instances where emails get caught up somehow, where people say they've emailed me and I haven't gotten it. So if you can try from a different email address, try that. Or if you're able to Google chat, what is it called? Hangouts? Sometimes that gets around it. Lotus, that was from Aidster or Lemonade. I call them Lemonade, but... Oh, you're welcome, little shadow. How you doing? Hello, Merida. That's funny. So look, we've got somebody who's really upset, who feels like they have been brought up or talked about in a gossipy way for no real reason. They're frustrated by it because they've been over here minding their own business, and even though they did have to reject someone, they feel like they did it respectfully, but then they've got someone lying about how things went down. So because this individual, the Knight of Swords who lied, is not apparently able to be courageous enough to talk about what really happened, this Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy is saying, okay, well, let me tell you a story about how this person lied about me. Everybody grab a beverage. Maybe you need some popcorn or like jerky. I don't know. But get comfortable. Here's a story about what happened. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I told this person I wasn't interested. I rejected them. And then they walked away. And then they came over here and told you all some story about things that didn't happen. I'm seeing for one of you that this Queen of Swords literally has the person they rejected on the phone, like on speakerphone, while they're telling everybody else what happened. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they could let you just do a random. That's awesome. Hello, Chochon, how you doing? We've got the Three of Swords and the reverse. So it's like, so let me just tell you what really happened since this person lied and then dipped because they don't want to be honest about it, because they don't want you all to make fun of them for the fact that I rejected them and I wasn't interested in them. Ooh, this is like a Bravo like reunion show. Let me cook. Okay. Wow. Freaking out over here. What else do we want? We'll do the situations deck, and then I'm going to move on to those personal questions. We don't have the $15 requirement, but I will do the questions for Grindheart and Bumface because y'all are awesome. Oh, thank you, Lacey. I appreciate that. Escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure, and interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. I told you they ran away. They didn't want to tell everybody what happened. I don't want to tell people that you rejected me. That makes me like sound so lame. So they're rejecting an opportunity to let a little bit of that ego, which must be so heavy to carry around everywhere with them. Like, do they have like a wheeled suitcase or something for the ego? This is like, they had a great opportunity to set the record straight and be a little bit humble. Just a little bit of humble pie. And they were like, no, I'm gonna run away. Thanks, but no. Maybe another day. Aw, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you. I'm not going to say things that I don't have the authority to say, but when someone asks me who is Bumface, the first thing that comes to mind is someone with an incredible sense of humor. So that's what I'll say. All right. So we got twin flames. What? Realization and alien. All right, so this is someone that was put in the path of the Knight of Swords to deliver them a little bit of karma, or this invitation to be a little bit less egomaniacal. And they have had this realization after I think they declined to take that opportunity. So now they're getting like all of that negative press, even though they didn't admit it. They've made it worse for themselves because they were trying so hard to brag about everything, right? In a wheelbarrow. I like it. Oh, that sounds delicious. Even though I don't drink coffee. Cinnamon, though? I like cinnamon. All right. Did I put that back? I did. This is the Catamancy. I'm going to do Grindheart's questions real quick. Does she tell her friends that Grindheart is fine? No. Judgment in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Are you... Hold on. Is she attracted to Grindheart? Yes. I think she's afraid of other people getting attracted to you. This is like, I'm attracted to you, but I'm not going to talk to other people about your being attractive in case I can't really trust my friends. Okay. This has happened before. There is a friend of hers who has swooped in on a love interest of hers in the past. With friends like these, who needs enemies, right? Has she shown a picture of Grindheart to her family? Oh, she has. Look, it's the lover's card. It's so cute. Yes, there was a positive response to that. I feel like she's more open with the family than she is with the friends because there's a little bit of an issue with regards to trust with the friends and maybe being interested in you as well, right? Oh, of course, hon. Dana would like a message from Grandpa František. I hope I say that right. I get that, Lotus. Yeah, that's definitely the right way to approach that, Grindhard. Does she know he's loyal? Yes. Look at that. This is unusual. In the Emperor card, it's usually just the Emperor, but there are other people over here. There's somebody here who has spoken on your behalf and made it very clear you're loyal. So if a friend has even tried to flirt with you, she knows that you were like, nope. Hey, you too, Laura. Winter chin mullet? Oh, Lord. Johnny, are you talking about Derek? Shh, he can hear you. All right. Bum face. We gotta know if this Taurus is shy or disinterested. Is the Taurus just shy? Confrontation, conversation, confessions, all of these things make this person uncomfortable or itchy. I gotta get out of here. I don't like it. Look at this card. Ah, you can't make me talk to you. I don't wanna. I mean, I wanna, but it's scary, so I get freaked out. Yes, this person is shy. What is the level of interest here, please? Strong. The level of interest is strong. Look at that. So strong, it makes me able to lift up miniature versions of myself with my tail. There's got to be an emphasis on a tail here. And I could make so many jokes here, but I'm going to rise above that, okay? For the first time in my life. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? All right. So we've got the Ace of Swords. This person's going to eventually be honest with you, Bumface. It just requires some patience. All right. So we've got the question for Dana. Message from Grandpa František. What do we have for Dana from Grandpa František, please? Please tell me that your grandpa liked turtlenecks, because look at how great this is. Did he wear turtlenecks? I love this card so much. Okay, what is the message? You have to keep your ears out. There's something here that you're going to overhear. Look at how big this dude's ears are. You're going to hear something that was not meant for you, but you are supposed to hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? The person speaking or the thing that you're supposed to hear, someone would prefer you don't hear it, but you do hear it. And it has to do with somebody who got into something they're not supposed to. Breaking the law is what I'm hearing. King of Cups in the reverse. Someone thought they were being real, like, clever, and you're going to hear something about this situation and you'll know what to do. But you do need to be, like, if you're tempted to listen to your music really loud, maybe keep it at, like, you know, half the volume instead of 100%. See, this is interesting. This deck of cards, I took one of these out, okay? I'm reaching across to the other side of my table. Had 3 different hermits. 2 of them have come out for you. This one I removed from the deck, okay? But this is saying we have someone here who, it could be your child, but I feel like you're going to hear something about someone getting into something that they shouldn't, and you need to give some advice, or you need to have a little bit of a sit-down conversation with somebody. So I do feel like Grandpa has already seen this or knows what's going on, but somebody is about to get caught. So this is not the first time. Whatever you catch this person doing, this is not the first time. And they are already worried that you know. Just so you know. What's up, Rick James? I won't ask what I want to ask because I know you're not really Rick James. But I was tempted to. It would be funny, you know? All right. I'm going to do a freebie. Whoop, whoop. Is this set up, please? Hey, Mad Lunacy. Welcome to my channel. I get to do what I want. Don't tell me what to do. Okay? I was answering a personal question for someone, so, like, respectfully, don't do that. Oh, wow. You really going for it, huh? Steven said, whatever comes out. Let's see what we get for Steven. This is the Crow Tarot. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. The World, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. There is something here that you have considered to be a loss that may have been kind of repeating or ongoing. Oh, let me write that down. Thank you, Skiddo. It's a coworker. Feelings. Stephen, this thing that has felt like a loss that is ongoing is coming to an end. But it is very important for you to make a choice on something that you have not yet made a legit decision on yet. With the Five of Cups being in the reverse, this is like you still have time to make this decision or to right this situation. What is this choice regarding? Whether to walk away or pursue something. So time's almost up. You do have to make this choice soon. Any advice? Page of Cups is in the reverse. There's something here that you need to be honest with yourself about what you don't like or what is upsetting to you or what you would potentially miss out on if you didn't pursue it. So have a nice little chat with yourself, what you want and what you need to do in order to get what you want, because it's right there in front of you. What I'm seeing is like a cafeteria, and all you have to do is like scoop it onto your tray, but you have to make that choice first, right? Many, many, many. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Hello, Volky. Good stuff. You're welcome, Steven. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. If you can hype the video, thank you, or like, or comment, any of that. Subscribe, it's great. I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.